Everybody, how's it going? Stan Sher with another car sales story, Dashboard Confessions. Please like, subscribe, share the videos. I'm just trying to share some cool stories about my experience in the automotive industry. There's a lot of crazy stories of how things went down, and they were all exciting because, you know, all that is what makes us. That is what made me who I am today, put me where I am today. And so, again, as I said in the last video, I have zero regrets. So let's get right to it. So I moved back to New Jersey. Excited as hell. I'm going to work for one of the most prestigious luxury auto dealer groups in the country, if not the world. Ray Catena. I moved back. I moved to Somerset, New Jersey. On my own with housemates because I'm still a kid, right? To keep my rent cheap. So I could still experience that 22, 23-year-old lifestyle, right? So I can, you know, mess with my friends that are finishing up school. And I go work at an Infiniti dealership, Ray Catena. They hire me. They offer me the job before I moved back. And I'm all excited because my dad was a mechanic. He was a technician. He worked at Ray Catena for 7-8 years. And I got excited. I was like, yeah, I'm moving up. I'm going to work at Ray Catena. Like, yeah, no more Honda. We're luxury now, right? So I got all excited, and I was doing internet sales there. But and what happened was Ray Catena Infiniti has 2 stores. They had just months ago opened up the new store I went to. It was in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Beautiful store. 12 minutes from where I was living. I take a job there, and I end up having my general sales manager is a real hard ass. Not a bad guy, but super hard ass. Ego to the max. Had a really good GM who built his career around the company, but at the time we weren't selling many cars. We were lucky to sell 40, 50 cars. The store was underperforming. It was in the dead of winter in January, and so, you know, it was tough. The way that we were selling cars, we weren't able to give price, we weren't able to do this, we weren't able to do that, and so it was very, very tricky. And it was myself and this guy, Joe Coakley. It was a real smoke package, but that's another story. Came in there telling everybody that he's an internet manager. He's not. I mean, it was really us two. We had the internet manager title. We're there to sell cars. Pay plan was strong, but we were weak on units. I also think it was probably a rough time for Infiniti back then. So I ended up getting having a situation. I had a situation where we had like 50 or 60 Infiniti G35s at the time. We were talking about 2006. I had worked there for a month and a half, making very little money. Things were really rough. It was so rough that Ray Catena was actually paying salespeople $750 a week salaries just to survive. And over the years, the store's definitely, you know, grown. But what happened when that whole situation was, one weekend, my boss says to me, my general sales manager, the gloves are off, run an email blast. If we got to give away cars, we give away cars. Let's do what we can to move units. So what we did was I decided I did an email blast. And it was basically $500 under invoice on all Infiniti G35s. So the gloves are off. Do what you got to do. Great, no problems. So we did just that. So I sent out an email blast. Now, mind you, my CRM system was the biggest piece of crap ever. Okay, when I say ever, I'm talking about Autobase. It was owned by Dominion. I don't think it exists anymore. I hope it doesn't exist anymore. It should be a crime to use something that bad. But we were in 2006. We didn't have, you know, the good CRM. So I did an email blast, which, number one, was giving away $500 under invoice. Went to everybody. Number two, the way that system sent it out, everybody can see each other's email addresses. Huge no-no. Highly illegal, but I didn't know. So Saturday comes. our district manager tells my GSM, texts him, says, hey, have fun selling cars under invoice this weekend. And he goes, what are you talking about? So he shows him the email. Monday comes along. Boy, do I get in trouble. I get written up. My general manager comes over and says, why'd you put egg on my face? And I said, wait, you guys told me that you wanted me to give away these cars. He says, yeah, but with Infiniti, you're not allowed to advertise a certain way. And the fact that you sent an email out, that's a big no-no. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. It ruined my day and ruined my week. So that week, my GSM was constantly on me for all sorts of random nonsense. I became a target. Friday morning, coming to work, I got fired from the job. And it's okay. It was a learning lesson. That was a big reason, obviously. So they drove me nuts. The writing was on the wall. I got fired. Okay. First time I got fired. Cool, no problems. I end up taking a month off, figuring it out, and I go back to work. It's all good. But that was a crazy experience. That was a lesson in compliance. That was a lesson in communication. That was a lesson in a lot of things. But I'm telling you right now, anytime you go to do something, you have to make sure you know what you're doing. Nowadays, 19 years later, I know what I'm doing. So I ask questions. I don't go out and make crazy mistakes anymore. So anyway, that was an interesting story. I got fired from an Infiniti dealership for making a mistake. It's cool. And guess what? I was only selling 5 cars a month. It was very tough. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next story, all right? Next video. Peace out.